A species survives on Mauritius for tens of thousands of years without a single natural predator. Then humans arrive, and it takes less than a century to erase it completely. No photograph exists. No skeleton is even complete. This is the last day of the last dodo, and before the sun sets, it will be beaten, chased, and hunted 3 separate times. Go back to dawn. You wake heavy, 10 to 18 kilos of muscle and fat, legs thick and yellow, wings small, useless stubs of down. You've never had to run in your life. Nothing on this island has ever hunted your kind, until the ships came. You eat fast at first light, fallen fruit, hard seed casings, your hooked beak cracks open, gizzard stones swallowed to grind the pulp. Your gut can't break down alone. You move on quickly. There's less fruit on the ground than there should be. A storm 2 nights back stripped half the canopy, and the grove is picked over. A screech cuts through the trees. Not a bird. A long-tailed macaque, one of dozens now living wild in this forest since sailors first released them decades ago as future meat and future pets. It's already at your nest, the ground scrape where your one chick hatched 3 days ago. The macaque has the chick pinned, and by the time you cover the distance, it's already torn open. You slam into the macaque beak first, drive the hooked tip into its shoulder hard enough to make it shriek and bolt up a tree trunk, screaming down at you from the branches. Your chick is dead. You stand over it for 2 seconds, then walk on. There's nothing else to do with it.
Macaques introduced onto Mauritius by sailors as future food and pets are documented among the invasive species that preyed on dodo eggs and chicks.
Mid-morning, the smell of blood reaches you before you see the clearing. You push through a break in the ferns and find 6 dodos scattered across the open ground. Not scavenged, not diseased. Clubbed. Skulls caved in, wings twisted at wrong angles. Some cut open at the belly and left to rot where they fell. Sailors did this yesterday, restocking meat for their ship, killing far more than they carried away, because dodos are too easy to kill to bother stopping. The smell and the flies and the stillness hit something old and useless in you. A fear response with nowhere to go, because your body has no memory of what predator even means. You back out of the clearing the way you came. You don't get far. A dog breaks cover 20 meters off. Lean, half feral. One of the pack that lives off ship scraps and whatever it can run down in the forest. It's already at a sprint. You turn to run, and your body, built for walking fruit groves for 10,000 generations, is slow, wrong, legs pumping without the muscle memory to make it fast. The dog closes the gap in seconds and gets your trailing wing in its jaws. You spin and drive your beak down into its skull, once, twice. It yelps and releases, but its teeth have torn skin and muscle along your wing joint, and blood runs down into the leaf litter as you scramble into brush too dense for the dog to follow. It circles, barking, for a full minute before giving up and trotting back toward the beach. You don't stop moving. Blood is still running down your leg feathers when you hear voices ahead, human ones, and this time you smell wood smoke, meaning they've made camp near the shore, close enough that you've walked almost into it. A man spots you before you spot him. He shouts, and 2 more come out from behind a tarp strung between trees, one of them already swinging a club off his shoulder. You don't freeze this time. The blood loss and the dog and the dead dodos in the clearing have stripped whatever instinct used to tell you to stand still. You run, and this time your legs remember the dog chase minutes ago and move faster for it. The first club swing catches nothing but air behind you. The second man throws something, a net weighted at the corners, and it catches your injured wing, drags you half off balance for 3 strides before it slips free on the torn muscle there. You don't look back. You don't stop until the shouting fades into the general noise of surf and wind. By the time the light starts going gold and long through the canopy, you've put real distance between yourself and the shore. You're limping on the leg the dog tore into, wing dragging at an angle it shouldn't. You haven't eaten since morning. Every predator this island has ever produced in a single human lifetime has come after you today. And you're still walking, which is more than the chick and more than the 6 birds in that clearing managed. You reach the hollow under a fallen root you've slept in for years. You don't lower yourself carefully this time. Your legs simply stop holding your weight, and you go down into the leaf litter where you land, wing folded wrong beneath you, blood already dried black along the torn feathers. Your breathing slows fast, faster than it should from a day of walking. Blood loss, most likely, though nothing will ever record the exact cause. The forest keeps making its evening sounds around you, indifferent, the way it always has. You close your eyes. No ship's log will note this. The best anyone will later manage is a single confirmed sighting from a shipwrecked sailor in 1662, and a scatter of uncertain reports for a couple of decades past. That. No precise date, no witness, no grave.